Hey all, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be unboxing and installing these Tesla Model Y sunshades. So let's get to it. Alright, so these just arrived from Amazon. I'll link up this product in the description box below. So if you decide that you want to purchase this, feel free to use my link in the description to support the channel. So this is what you get after arrival, and this one's specifically from T-Seller and it's for the Model Y. It's compatible for the latest 2023 Model Y, which is what I have and what we'll be installing it in. Okay, so inside the black pouch that you get, which is pretty handy because if you want to store it away in times when you actually don't need it and want to enjoy the panoramic sunroof, then you can pack it away in this sleeve and then put it in your boot or whatnot. So here's what you get. The first thing that you will see comes in two. So the great thing about these shades is that they're separate, so it meets halfway so that it doesn't sag. I have heard of shades where it's just the one big piece, which can be pretty cumbersome trying to install it. So you do need that, like this sort of magnet that sticks at the center of your sunshades. And yeah, I think these are better, and I've read Amazon reviews of these, and yeah, they are different in a way. So that's what you get, front and back. So the next thing that you get, the instruction manual right here. So one side's in English, the other is in Chinese there. The last piece of item that you get, the clips that attach to the panoramic sunroof and your sunshade. So there are two pieces and both obviously are not the same sizes, so you need to take a look at which side's which. So it just opens up like that, retractable, kind of like any kind of camping gear that you find. We've got this one here which shows rear, and the other is obviously for the front. So we've got the front here, shows front there, so indicated with those labels, and unfortunately it does show this label when you put it up on the shade, which can be a little ugly if you're worried about aesthetics and just the look of it. In terms of the actual look of it, you've got the reflective side, the silver side, which should reflect the sun, right, and the heat. But this goes on the upside of your car, so what you'll actually see is the darker black side. And it does fold away really easily, so just bend it and then you'll find the right way to put it. So that's that. Same goes for the back shade. But let's go ahead, we'll head into the car and install this. All right, we are in the car now and we are going to be installing the shades. All right, we're starting with the rears and then we'll move our way to the front. So what you do need to take out is the rear sunshade, indicated with the rear label right there. As you can see there, it says rear. So they do have specific shades for specific areas. So the next thing is to get your bag of clips out and place it somewhere safe so you don't lose any. Just to note again, there's two different types. There's one here where there's a bigger hook, and this goes on the center, right, joining the front and the rear, so that there's more space, you can see. With the smaller attachments here, you see these are for the main shade, and which clip into the trim of your sunroof. So inserting there's a bit of a gap if you feel. So the next step is to attach the clips first. So you don't attach it to the trim just yet. You need to make sure you put it onto your shades. All right, so as indicated here, these are the positions that you can follow. We've got two, the rears there, and then on the side as well, and then same with the front and the vice versa, and then the centers we'll put on later on. Okay, so we'll attach the rears, again, one on the center. So starting with one of these smaller ones, and making sure we've got the reflective side up, we are going to essentially just put it this way. This is the way. So you can see the way that I'm putting it, and it's going in right there. So hook it in there. You'll feel the kind of aluminium or whatever steel that they're using, the bendy aluminium steel, and then you can turn it. And that flat bit is where it's going to be inserted into the trim. All right, so there's one there, that's the side. Let's move on to, let's do the back of it. All right, so this is going to be a bit tricky. We're going to put two here since it's longer, somewhere here again, and we'll grab another one of these that will go somewhere here. All right, oops, it's this way. There we go. So we've got one there, one there. I'll just show you from afar so that we've got one there, one there. You can move it along anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that's the rear, and you see with the label, that should actually go on the back. So we'll turn this around, making sure we insert one more on the side. All right, so I'm gonna put that in right there. Okay, that's there, somewhere in the center. So now I'm ready to put this in. All right, so we'll start from the back, okay, inserting that piece. Unfortunately, I can't record it at the same time, but you'll see it should insert to the back there. And I positioned the back left, the sides, and it should hold once it's inserted. Okay, it's tucked in, tuck in, and just move it back if you need to. Slide it back. All right. I will take the camera, so showing you where it's positioned exactly. Taking a look at this view here, this is where the clip is sitting and inserted. It's essentially tucked in there, you'll see. Looking at the back, we've got one here. You can move this anywhere anyway. You can see that I'm just sliding it. And you'll see with the label, shows rear, and there's the other one. Let's zoom out a bit so you can see kind of a better view. There we go. You'll see that this shade, it's not that typical mesh shade where you still get some sunlight. It fully blocks it. Let's now go ahead and install the front. But you can see while I'm here, the difference with the sunlight, and here completely blocks it out. All right, I'm in the front seat now and I've grabbed my front shade. Again, repeat the same steps. I'm just gonna open this up, might go everywhere. Okay, so put it the right way first, just to make things a bit easier. Okay, again, the label indicated right here, the front is where it's gonna sit. Here, that's where it's going. And we'll just insert the clips first. So again, one on the side, there's one right there, and there's one there. And finally, we've got one more that needs to go right here. Okay. Now that the attachment clips have been inserted on all sides, we can just clip that in for now. All right, let's just see, it goes in to there, one there. Okay, front, in, that's in. All right, that's good. Okay, so they are all in. Now let's install the center pieces. Take out your center pieces, there should be two. I've already inserted one of them just to show you. I did need two hands for this because I had to lift the rear and then tuck that in like so in there, and the front joining it, and then this just inserts into the trim. All right, so same goes for the other side, and that's what I'll be doing. All right, just to show you another view of the clip, center clip being inserted, you can see what it looks like. Basically going to slide it into the trim or find an empty kind of gap. That's what I did, and then I slid it down like so, and then the front will just go in, and that's it. All right, I just wanted to show you a view of the entire shade, right? From the front, here's what it looks like. All right, just going up, and you'll see there's sunlight, or the sun's in that direction, but it's not really coming through. Pretty cool. And you'll see here the center. If you can attach it, or also get it as close like that, that's great. That means you've installed it right. See what it looks like. Here's what it looks like from the rear. Just another view so you can see. Nice sunny day too, so this would be a pretty good scenario of when you would use this. Again, at the top, how it all looks like. And there we go, guys. All right, and that is about it and all installed. Overall, what I would say is that it's really easy to install, quite straightforward. The instructions are not the best, but you can see based on the photos and illustration where things should be placed. There are clips, and on that note, the clips are a little loose sometimes, so you got to make sure you insert it and then kind of juggle inserting on the left and then to the front and right, getting them all inserted in the trim of your sunroof here. But other than that, no complaints. You will just need a little bit of filling around, 2 hands for the center attachment so that you can join the two. And what I love about this is that it's not the typical mesh. As I mentioned, the sunlight won't go through like others. This is a full block out, and it is a good day to actually test this out. Again, half shade is beneficial because if you do want to just remove the back or the front, vice versa, you can do so, as opposed to one massive piece which can be quite fiddly and difficult to put on and off. So that's a given. I mean, if you are going to buy a Tesla, you're going to have this panoramic roof that's massive. So whether you're going half shade, full shade of, you know, 1 piece or 2 piece, it's still going to be a little tricky just to take off and put on. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to purchase this from T-Seller, I bought it through Amazon. I'll link it up in the description box below. But other than that, do give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more, and subscribe to this channel so that you can stay noted and be alerted of any new videos just like this. Thanks so much, and do take care.